As the base for the gloves, for the armor, I'll be using these welding gloves. They're made from the goat leather, but they're a bit loose, so I've got warm water. I'll be soaking them for a couple of minutes, then let them dry. After they almost dry, I will then place the hand inside and break the leather a little bit. So the gloves are dry. I'll be replacing the tube for the cow leather. I stitched the tube alongside. Now I'm stitching it to the glove. The last panel for the Manika armor. I will go slightly onto the glove, and then I'll make the panel for the knuckles. I mark the surface where I'll be drilling holes. So I decided to go with two paneled gloves. I finished making the second one, and now after the glove is weathered with dark base and slight details with light brown, I'll do the finish touches with dark brown. I'm using a heat gun so the wax will better melt into the material. are the finished gloves. The base were welding gloves. I cutted the tube and made it from cow leather, stitches on the side. The tube is smaller and tighter to the hand. The panel from metal sheath, rivets. Made the last panel for the Manika armor, so it nicely wraps and cover the whole part. I grinded the sole to remove the pressing. Now I'll be making the prototype from cardboard for the tube. So I made the cardboard prototype and then cut it out. It took many tries to get that. I finally decided to make the tube into pieces, so that way there will be nice movable element. So the back part is stitched. Now I'll make the leather straps. So I'm still working on the few elements. I prepared the whereabouts of the project of this panel. It will cover the shoelaces, also be nicely looking. So now cut it out from metal sheath. So I cut it out, profiled and slightly grinded the fittings for the boots. Now I will place them onto the leather, glue it together and then rivet the 3 front rivets. After that I will bend it and then place it with 2 rivets, so it will nicely be covering the front of the boots. So here are the finished boots. The base were leather Chelsea boots. I grinded the sole, added some texture to look used. I put the rivets on the outside of the sole. Did the weathering on the whole surface. You can see the discoloration. The front panel is made from steel sheath. I did a padding with leather. The tube is handmade from cow leather. Also weathered rivets at the outside. I wanted to make this rough look to it. Riveted leather straps with hand forged pin buckles. The boots are made in the nice kind of rustic style. Here is the inside. I made it into 2 parts, so now it's nicely fitting onto the leg. I textured those brass elements. I also changed the shoelaces into the leather ones. This steel panel is comfortable, it doesn't cut into the foot. So the next part is done. The boots are ready. Now I'll move to the other parts. If you enjoyed the video, leave like, subscribe, comment and share, and see you in next parts.